Welcome here today to Hot Legendary Wheels. We are excited to have all of our viewers, all of our subscribers, all of our followers on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Dad, how are you doing on this day before Halloween? Of course, when this video comes up, when this show is aired on YouTube and Twitter, is going to be either on or after Halloween, but happy Halloween to everybody, and I hope that you're safe as you go trick-or-treating.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're enjoying today. We've had a real good day. And I'll tell you what, we have a wonderful show. I got some very interesting information I found out for myself, too. There's some things even I learned through the years about even some of the cars that they mean a lot to me. And I know a little bit of information about some of them, but, you know, you just don't know everything. So, you know, you have to go back sometimes and study up on things to make sure that you refresh yourself sometimes. But man, have we an interesting show today, and I hope everybody's going to have a fun time with us as we go through and show you some pretty cool cars from way back in the early 1900s.
And Dad, on YouTube, we've almost reached 150 subscribers. We've promised everybody once we reach the 150 mark of subscribers, we are going to be having a very special legendary, hot legendary wheels show coming their direction. And we are literally one subscriber away from 150. And probably by the end of the show, we may reach the 150 mark. Also on Twitter, we're over 29,000 views.
That's right.
Which is incredible. And right now, before we get started on this legendary show, this legendary lineup, we want to thank every single subscriber, every single one of you that subscribe to this show, every single one of you that share this show with others around you, every single one of you that leaves comments to this show, every single one of you that follows us on Twitter or follows us on Facebook or comments on Twitter or Facebook or here on YouTube or subscribes to us here on YouTube. Thank you so very, very much.
Well, we've got, like I said, a lot of things to cover, so I think we might as well just start.
You know what, Dad? Let's jump into what you have for us first here today, and then we've got some Hot Wheels, and we've got one iconic, legendary Matchbox fire truck they don't want to miss. But first, let's go into the incredible lineup. I'm going to bring these three into frame right here.
Bring those things on over.
Here we go. Look at these three legendary automobiles we have for you right here. Literally on top, we have a 1923 Ford Model TT. Then the next one down by Motormax, we have an American Legends 1979 Ford F-150 Custom. On the bottom, we have an iconic Johnny Lightning 1932 Ford Sedan Delivery.
Well, I guess you might say it's about the Fords tonight.
That's right, about the Fords. Oh, and we do have a Ford F-150 over here, back from 1999 we're going to be showing also.
Yeah, the Fords are very, very good trucks and very wonderful, powerful work trucks as well, but a whole lot of fun to drive. But where'd they start? Where'd they begin, you know? A lot of cars and a lot of trucks in the auto industry, they come and go. I mean, they may be here for a while and they're gone. You don't see them anymore. And some will go for a period of time. They'll go away and then they'll bring them back for a while. But there are those cars and trucks out there that they just kind of, once they start them, they just go. And the name and becomes iconic, and you just learn to love those vehicles. Well, the Ford truck is one of those. Now, in 1903, that's when Henry Ford and some of his associates, they actually started the Ford Motor Company. And when they started the Ford Motor Company, it was very small, and so they were trying their best to get the thing off the ground. They were producing some cars. It wasn't at a very fast pace, but they were doing the best they could. And so they actually, after they produced about 2,000 cars, they realized that something was going to have to be done, because if they didn't speed up production, they weren't going to have enough to keep up with the demand and the sales. So they moved their facilities to a Detroit plant. It was quite a lot bigger. And it's the first time that Henry Ford, through his innovation, through his brilliance, he actually devised an assembly line. Well, this sure helped things quite a bit as Ford began to grow and as Ford began to expand. But he'd tried a Model AC, a Model C, a Model D, even a Model N. None of them had succeeded. Everything had started up, but it failed. But it didn't deter him, He said, no big deal, we'll hit it somewhere along the way. So they took the Model N platform because it'd been somewhat successful and they kind of modified it. And guess what? That was the one that made it. It was the Model T, the Model T Ford. Well, the Model T Ford was one of the, one of the most weird, one of the
best.
Which
is the top one right here.
Yeah, that was one of the things, one of the derivatives of the Model T Ford. Now, the Model T Ford, it was famous for it had service all over the world. I mean, even in World War I, they had sent ambulances over to France built off the Model T and the Model T platform. But also, it was, it was scientifically accurate, what they described it as, and it's a very simple design. It's very easy, very simple design. People really enjoyed that part of it as well. But it had a very strong frame, very strong heat-treated frame. But it was very light and it's a very economical car to own and to operate. And so it really got a quick, good reputation built. It was sailing. And this one right here was the one that Henry Ford knew. He had hit the one he had been looking for in the Model T. And it became very versatile. As a matter of fact, through the years, he started developing other models of it. He had a touring car, he had a roadster, he had a sedan and a coupe. And these cars, for the most part, the two roadster and the other cars, they were open. But the neat thing about these cars, even though they were cars, people were starting to disassemble the bodies on these things or cut away parts of the body and actually turn them into trucks. And after a while, Henry Ford started saying, well, shoot, I see a lot of these people turning my little Model T into a truck. And he said, oh man, I think, he wasn't that much on commercial vehicles, but he said, I better get in on this and check it out and see if I can do this for myself. And so he did. He went and started experimenting with the thing. He started out with his touring car. It had a rumble seat on it. So what they would do is take the rumble seat out and actually put an attachment on there that it could carry things with. But his roadster was even used and converted over to like a van type vehicle. They had bodies for those that aftermarket people would build. But anyway, these things began to get really successful and coming about. But in 1917, there was a truck that came about that really, really, really changed for Ford. This put Ford into the truck business for good. They were here to stay. This was the one that did it. The Model T had got them to this point, but a Model T only served as a half-ton vehicle. He needed something for a lot bigger work because a lot of people was demanding, hey, look, we got this heavier work we need to do. We need something with power. We need something that will carry a heavy load. Well, he developed the Model TT from the Model T. The Model TT was a 1-ton truck.
A 1 ton?
1 ton. They would carry a 1-ton payload.
That's amazing.
And what you see here is a signature models
right here,
1923.
Let's turn this around. Let him look at the front.
Just look at it because I got some things to show you about this truck that you're really going to be really interested in.
Signature Models did an incredible, legendary job on this.
And this right here is a Ford cab. And the reason I know it is...
Whoa, you're saying this right here is a Ford cab.
Yes, a Ford cab and a Ford bed on that one. That's the way they did the model. But these trucks were not shipped out that way until about 1925 or 26.
Wow.
But this is the model they put out for this one because they did produce a few of them in 1923 and 24, but it was a very few. Most of these trucks, when you bought them, all you got was the chassis. That was the engine and drivetrain. A hood over the engine and a steering wheel. Everything else was bare.
Wow.
And it's about $680 for this thing. But
I have a question. What if cars What if
$680?
Hold up, ladies and gentlemen, what if the automobile was $685 today?
Oh,
wow. What if you could get a brand new Ford pickup truck for $685 a day? Man, people would be having like 1,000 cars in their driveway. That would be legendary.
No, seriously, what Ford would do, Ford did not produce the cab for many of these vehicles at all. They didn't produce anything behind what you see, the hood. Everything else was bare. They didn't even have a driver's seat in the thing. Well, what they did...
So how did people drive?
Well, what they did, they sold it to the companies because the companies would have different type uses for it. And there have been a lot of carriage makers who made the carriages. These for a long time were called horseless carriages, but they became known as cars in the automobile. But these soon became trucks, they're called trucks. But what they would do, these carriage makers that once the horse-drawn carriages, they used to build them, well, they were losing their place in the market because these things were going away. The automobile was taking their place. So what they did, Ford had just opened a big wide door for them. They would sell you the truck completely bare, because then whatever your needs were for your company, you could send it to a carriage maker and they would actually fashion a cab or bed or make it into like a van or a delivery truck for you, and an aftermarket type version. So that's the way the Fords were sold for quite a while until about 1926. When Ford started putting its own cabs and bodies on it. The only thing was, Ford would put a solid top on the truck, but no side windows. So, and some people still thought, man, it's still not meeting my needs, so they would still go to an aftermarket and actually have their own trucks produced. But if you look at these trucks right here, just the way, if you could just imagine this part of the truck from the where you see the hood stop at the windshield.
Okay, so you're talking about from here to here.
Yeah, everything back here behind that's gone. You had the wheels and the frame, and that was it. Everything else was aftermarket.
Wow.
But these trucks were very strong. They were very reliable. They were driven all over the place. Even the Model T cars were for families. They actually finally made a closed-in Model T car that would carry families everywhere and be weatherproof and everything. So everything was advancing for Ford, and they had a couple of rivals in GM and Dodge. They were building trucks and they were building cars, but Ford was holding its own. And even today, for all these years, Ford Motor Company sells the most trucks each year of any other automaker. But looking at this one right here, that's the first one ever right there.
So that is literally, a die-cast under signature models, but it's the first produced.
That's the first
Ford
Motor Company pickup
truck. So the
truck.
1923 Ford Model TT is the... So what I'm getting to right here is it was the first one produced.
That was one of the first TTs built.
That is amazing.
They built the Model T in 1921 as a truck, but they needed something heavier, something working better, so they built it. One thing it had too is on the back, I forgot to mention, it had solid rubber tires, but they had little
right here.
Yeah, it had little pockets so the air could get through, so it give you a better ride. And they had real stiff springs on there.
So it was a way ahead of their time with the truck.
Well, yeah, they were leading. I mean, they were the innovators. Ford was the innovator for the automobile and for the trucks. Henry Ford, he had one man that his last name was Knudsen, and he went to Chevrolet. And for a while, Chevrolet trucks outsold Ford when he went there because he was the chief production manager for for Ford. And when he went to Chevrolet, he kind of upped the Chevrolet's production stuff and got them ahead. But then Ford came back and climbed back ahead again. They fought back.
Look, the door's open?
They sure did.
Wow. Look at this. Look at the interior of that 1923 Ford Model T from Signature Models. Look at that.
Is that not beautiful? You had the higher fenders on the
I noticed
truck.
even the doors back then just opened way wide, which is pretty cool. They just opened up.
Yeah, it was easy entrance and exit from these trucks, but they were very practical, very simple design. But boy, were they rugged! I mean, some kind of rugged vehicles. And
ladies and gentlemen, there's one thing we love on the show is we love your comments. We take every comment to heart. We read every comment. Let us know what you think about this Signature Models 1923 Ford Model TT, and let us know if you have one of these in your collection. Very beautiful. Now we're going to jump down. Very iconic, very legendary. This was one of the first, or the first. Dropping down to the 1979 Ford F-150 Custom from American Legends. This is a premium die-cast collection right here. By Motormax.
Your grandfather, my dad, had a '79 Ford truck.
Yes, I remember that.
My uncle still's got a '79 Ford truck. Those things were very rugged trucks.
I'll tell you this, Dad. I'll tell you this. If I was to get another truck, okay, the first thing I would do is I would want to get this 1979 Ford F-150 Custom. Now, the thing about it is I would love to honestly get a 1979 Ford F-150 Custom. And do you know what? Okay, I want to tell everybody right now what color I would paint this.
What color would you
okay, hold up. I want to ask Dad. Dad, what color do you think I would paint this 1979 Ford F-150 Custom in real life if I got the real life version of it?
Well, you'd probably put it in black.
You were right. I would actually put it a metallic black.
It would be a beautiful.
Oh my goodness. It would be legendary. And then I would put the custom Ford rims on it.
We'll actually get in some good depth with this '79 Ford right here in the future. But these trucks, Ford has always done a real good job at building their trucks.
This is a legendary model right here. I mean, I remember when your dad had this exact same truck. I mean, not the same color, but the same truck.
It was a dark brown with a lighter brown.
And I loved riding in that truck because it went like this. It went. You were sitting at the red light, and it was just. I mean, you felt tough.
Yeah.
You felt tough. That was a cool truck.
That was a big truck too.
Man,
a big old truck.
I tell you one thing. We love Ford products, and we love the Ford truck. The Ford truck is incredible.
Well, Ford the T model delivery truck is probably.
Oh, so you're talking about? Hold up, you're talking about this one down at the bottom. This
is the 32 model. This model, the 32, and that T model are two of the most famous and best loved of the Ford delivery. I was even reading the spots of how many people had these, how many companies had these, but they actually were even more. I mean, they were better loved than the ones that they build today.
Wow.
They still look back at that one and say, why don't y'all do that again? Why don't y'all make them like that again? That was cool.
I tell you what, between the Signature Models and American Legends and Motormax and Johnny Lightning, they have really put some great detail in these Ford products, and Ford throughout the years since the beginning of time of when Ford was created, Ford has always put out iconic and legendary trucks. I mean, and automobiles. Love every single one of them. And, we're huge truck fans. But I'm telling you, if I got another truck, this would be the truck I would get right here.
You can put a blue oval on it, and I'll enjoy that truck. You can have a bow tie on it, and I'll enjoy that truck.
I'll tell you what.
You put a ram on that thing, and I'll enjoy it.
You know what, Dad? I want to ask.
I ain't choosy.
I want to ask our viewers this question.
I love them trucks.
If they were to get a Ford, which would it be? What Ford truck would they get? I want them to leave a comment and let us know which Ford truck would they get if they got a Ford.
Now remember,
an old one or a new one.
Now remember, if you're talking new, you got your full size F-150 and 250 and stuff, but they did come back out with a Ranger, so you got to consider that.
The Ford Ranger's back,
and it's getting big reviews.
Okay, so we're gonna put a picture of the Ford Ranger in this show and let you see the brand spanking new Ford Ranger, and leave a comment of what you think about it.
But just always remember, every one of these trucks had a beginning, and if you look at the trucks that were actually designed that start these things off, man, you knew they were going to make it because just look at that original one.
Yep, there's the
look
original.
Look at the beauty of that truck.
Look how it has evolved over time. Of course, this is the 1923. This is the 1932. This is the 1979.
But if you even see today's Ford,
it is incredible.
It's a bad looking boy.
It is incredible. It is incredible. Thank you, Ford, for what you do. Thank you, Ford, for all your trucks, for all your automobiles. You are legendary. You are iconic. We thank you. And thank you, Signature Models. Thank you, American Legends. Thank you, Johnny Lightning, for putting out these incredible castings of the Ford Motor Company. We appreciate everything that you do.
I'm very thankful for them.
So now we're jumping from the iconic, legendary Fords to the other part of our show today, Dad, and it's incredible. Dad, we have a Matchbox original, not the original, but almost the original fire truck engine. And I want to bring it in right now, Dad. This is incredible. This is number 63 of 75 vehicles. Now, I love this. I love this Snorkel fire truck, and here it is. This is the Snorkel fire truck. It has a new look. This is not the original one. Now, the original one came as a fire red, with a black interior. We do have the original on this. We just got to dig it out of our archives. It is in our collection, I promise you.
Oh, good Lord.
The Snorkel was born in 1982, which is incredible. But the debut of this was Code Red. Like I said, we do have the original of this casting in our collection. And we're going to show the original one in a future video once we find it right here on Hot Legendary Wheels. This was produced from 1981 through 2003. Now this one is a 1997 model. The color is a burgundy and the tempos are a Matchbox Fire Department on the side. And the window is a blue tint, which only has a front window. And the interior is black. I love this Snorkel fire truck, Dan.
You know, we got all kind of fire trucks and stuff, and fire and emergency equipment and stuff like that.
Here's one up here from Matchbox up here, but this is a newer version.
They do such a good job. We got them all colors too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, we have the original one of this. We've got to dig it out of the archives.
I got some old ones.
Ooh.
So I got to bring some of them.
What do you mean, some old ones?
I mean, some of them have been produced, but they got the older models. But then I've got some that I've had a long time that are of the die cast that are beautiful. But what I want to say is, all you ladies and gentlemen out there that are firefighters, paramedics, thank you so much for what you do, and please be careful, but keep doing that good job. Yes, we really are grateful to you guys.
You know, it's like Dad just said, to everybody who protects us day after day, whether you're a firefighter, police officer, we greatly appreciate everything you do. And we hope and pray that you're safe. And we thank you for watching the show. And, you know, I'm always excited when I see Matchbox and Hot Wheels dedicate, you know, castings to the men and women who protect us.
And for the men and women in blue, too. The police officers.
It's incredible.
And for our service members as well.
So
we just thank the Lord for all of you.
Dad, this next one is new for 2020. Now we have a brand new casting. Brother from Hot Off the Wheels. Shout out to Hot Off the Wheels. He's literally my brother. He brought this. Him and my sister brought this to us the other day, and we actually have 4 of these. Dad, I'm a huge taxi fan.
Yeah.
Love taxis. Now,
who would have thought?
We do have a taxi show. I know I mentioned this probably about a month ago. We literally do have a taxi show coming your direction. We're gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, we literally have so many castings of taxis
Well, I went through the other day and saw a whole bunch of them. I got to start setting them aside.
Okay, yeah, so you can start setting your side. I'm setting
You
my
never know what that thing's
side.
going to be.
We have every single color of taxi imaginable.
There's a bunch of them.
Different from Matchbox to Hot Wheels, from Mahisto to you name it, we've got it. And we're going to be showing you it in a future show. But today, we have, let me scoop this over because this is legendary. New for 2020, this is the Hot Wheels Metro Road Bandit.
Well, what do you know?
Wow. Now, Dad found some really cool facts.
Oh, yeah, that's a cool car.
No, but found some really cool facts about this Road Bandit that a lot of our viewers and our subscribers are going to be like, this is cool. Yeah. This is legendary.
Yeah.
First and foremost, this is new for 2020. And this was born in El Segundo, California.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? In 2020. Now, let me just pull this aside real quick. What does the grill of this bus remind you of? Just look at it. Dad, I'm going to let... I want to let you answer this because I want you to tell me what the grill, if you look at the headlights and the bumper and the grill.
Yeah.
And the hood.
Well, if you happen to put a J on the front and a P on the back, and put two E's in the middle.
now, I do have an open
How about a Jeep?
I do have an open version of this. I think Dad just said it.
Yeah.
You know, you see this, Dad? Look. There's the two headlights.
There it is.
There's the grill, there's the bumper, and there's the hood. Now, Dad, you just said it just a minute ago. Mm-hmm. It reminds you of what?
A Jeep.
A Jeep. Exactly. This is known as a Jeepney. This is a Jeepney bus. So, the front of this is a casting of a Jeep, which is really cool. I think this is a really awesome casting. And they made exactly what Hot Wheels did was made the Jeep into a bus.
Yeah, it's a Jeep thing.
It's a Jeepney. It is a Jeepney. How cool is that? So you know what? I'm gonna bring this open one. I'm gonna put it right.
There you go.
On the top of
yeah, set that right there.
That is really cool right there.
That is a cool design.
So this is the Jeepney bus, and it's designed to steal hearts with a supercharged V8 engine to go fast down the road. Yeah, buddy. Hey, what would y'all do if y'all would? You could just power this thing and go for a tour, and maybe go off roading a little bit. Oh man! And the coolest thing about this is it is a color. It brings life because it's colorful. It's got every single color on this Jeepney. I mean, this is really cool. That
thing just speaks fun in volumes. It's just a fun vehicle, fun design.
So let us know. Hey, let us know if y'all knew that because I looked it up, and if you look on, let me just show you something. If you look on the back of the card, this is where I got this information. If you look on the back of the card. This is where it describes all about the Road Bandit. And so that's where I got the information. And there it is right there. Colorful Jeepney bus designed to steal hearts with a supercharged V8 engine that gets everyone where they want to go fast. Yes, so grab your crew, jump in, and have a fun, exciting, legendary time, Dad.
What if that driver takes off so fast, you just hold on to the back bumper?
Oh, man, look at this. There goes the Jeepney. There goes the Jeepney. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And you know what, Dad? I know that kids are going to love this casting. I know that kids are going to love it. Kids are going to be like, this is going to be cool to play with. I am so excited about 2020 coming up with the new models, the new castings they got coming up for this next year. I'm pumped up what Hot Wheels and Matchbox is going to be doing.
Yeah, you just start... By the time you're thinking, how do these people always come up with these original ideas?
It's amazing.
Then all of a sudden they come up with some more original ideas.
Yeah. So thank you, Hot Wheels, for the collection that you have coming up in 2020. We're excited to collect what you got coming out in 2020. It's going to be legendary. It's going to be iconic. Thank you, Matchbox, for all the new cars you got coming out this year. It's going to be awesome, Dad. And, man, I love the Jeepney bus. Love it. So now we're going to shift gears. We're going to bring out some incredible die casts. And first and foremost, I'm going to start off with, let me move this over here so people can see this. I personally want to start off with the Hot Wheels 65 Pontiac Gto. Now, we have our setup back, Dad. We have our car wash.
Yeah.
We have our iconic legendary wheels, Hot Wheels car wash.
There it is.
And here it is, Dad. Look at that.
Oh, man, I tell you what.
Look at that casting right there.
GTO.
Wow.
The 64 and 65.
Turn this down a little bit.
GTO 60. All the way through the muscle car years, even the late 60s, GTO is just.
I mean, look at this casting.
Beautiful cars.
The debut of this was Auto Affinity. This is not the original one, produced from 2004 till now. The designer of this casting was Larry Wood, which is really cool. The GTO restyled for the 1965 model year, added an improvised 389 engine rated at 360 HP, which recorded a record of 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.8. Dad. 5.8 seconds in the standing quarter mile and an observed top speed of, guess what? 114 miles per hour, making this a treasure hunt of its own. This casting right here is from 2017, part of the multi-pack exclusive. Now, I love the color of this. The color is a tan color. Man, you can't beat a tanned GTO. The tempos are a gold stripes on the side. Man, what if you had this in real life, Dad? A real life tanned GTO with the tempos gold. That is cool.
I just go fill it up with gas and drive up and down the road.
And the interior, is burgundy. Wow, such a beautiful, iconic casting right here, Dad.
Hey, the 65 right there, if you notice on the front end of that thing.
Oh, yeah, let's look.
The 64, they still had the 4 headlights.
Yeah.
But the 64...
Right these are stacked.
The 65 went stacked. The 4 headlights were across, horizontal on the 1964 that became vertical on the 1965.
Yep. How cool is that? And look at the burgundy interior on that thing.
They were setting up for the 66 and 67 design on that car.
Wow, look at that.
That's what they were getting ready for, and that was going to be the Big Daddy.
And there's the back of it right there.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Dad, wouldn't you love to have a GTO?
Oh, yeah.
What's that song, GTO? You're really looking fine.
Yes, it is.
Next one, Dad, we're going back Ford.
Right.
We're going back to the Ford right now, Dad.
Uh-huh.
This is cool. Because we're going back to the Ford trucks. Here it is from 1997. Now, we're going to put this in here because this is really cool. Back from 1997, this is the Ski Patrol. This is the 1997 Hot Wheels Ford F-150. Wow. Going back to the Ford.
There you are with another Ford.
Look, what is this one? Ford F-150 from 1979. Ford F-150, 1997.
Yeah, and the Fords go on.
Wow. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? And we have the original on this. If you remember the original, it's red. Plain red.
Yeah.
Plain red. And it came out as a first edition. Like I said, we have the original of this. We're going to pull this out, bring this out in a future video. You don't want to miss the original one. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Follow us on Twitter. This was produced from 1997 to 2003 as a stock, as just a stock. It looks like, you buy it off the showroom floor. Then from 2006 to present, it was a lifted. Now we do have various versions of the lifted 4x4 of the Ford F-150. We're going to show y'all that in a future show as well. The designer of this was Michael Collins.
Oh,
Michael Collins designed this Hot Wheels casting, ladies and gentlemen. This casting is from the 1999 Snow Patrol. The color, I love this. They're red and white. It looks like snow is all over the truck. The tampos are Avalanche Resort Ski Patrol 6. Yeah. You can see right Chong. Avalanche Control. There it is right there. And not only that, the windows are a blue tint. And man, the interior and the bed and the bumper and the wheels of this truck are pure, beautiful chrome.
I know when we go to car shows and stuff, and they have the classic trucks out, it just reminds you of how special these American-made automobiles and trucks are, and
yes,
how beautiful they are, and how long-lasting. I mean, these things, they just go. And
it's amazing.
When you're on the highway out here riding around, and you see these Chevys and Fords and Chryslers and Dodges, and you see some Toyotas and Nissans and things in the trucks. And I don't know, the trucks these days are just flat out. I mean, they're hard working, but man, do they look good. They just look really good. Hey,
if you're a truck fan, leave a comment. Let us know what is your favorite truck. We want to know. We actually got a truck show coming your direction in a future show. We're not going to tell you when the truck show is going to come up, but we're going to have a truck show for y'all. You don't want to miss.
May have several of them because
we got
because
what it is. The infinity of trucks.
Like you're talking about a Ford here. Well, you got all the body styles of Fords, but each one of them would carry different engines because they would actually do better technology over the years. Things just get better and better and better. So
twist this thing around.
Same with Chevy and Chrysler. Everybody. I mean, they just improve their vehicles tremendously.
Look how cool that looks. I'm just showing everybody the different directions of it. Pretty cool. Hey, let us know what y'all think about this setup right here. This I call it the Hot Legendary Wheels Hot Wheels Car Wash. That's what I call it. Let us know what you think about this setup, because the next one, Dad, is incredible. I actually want to pull this casting out first, because this is not the original one, but the original one is about to come up. I want to pull this one out first. This is part of the 2019 Satin and Chrome set. This is the Hot Wheels Custom 67 Pontiac Firebird. Now, this is not the original one, but we're about to show you the original casting. This is from the 2019 Satin and Chrome. Love. Dad, what can you tell us about the Custom 67 Pontiac Firebird?
Well, General Motors, when they put the Camaro out, they also introduced the Pontiac Firebird.
Look at this.
With the Pontiac Firebird being one of the competitors to the Camaro, even though they were cousins, they were built in the same plants and stuff. But Pontiac would carry this engine, Chevy would carry this, and they had different performance ratings and stuff. But these cars are beautiful. And
yeah, look how beautiful it is. This is awesome. This is legendary. So this is the 2019 version right here. But hold up, because here we go, ladies and gentlemen. From the 2019 version.
I go for them Firebirds now.
Let me show Dad first.
Ooh, yeah.
That's the original.
Okay. It's beautiful.
Dad, what do you think?
I think that's absolutely a beautiful automobile right there.
Wow.
I got a little story to tell you when you show that one.
Because it's going to have to wait for the next show.
But
it's going to have to wait for the next show. We have the 2019 version.
You think you got something there, don't you?
I'm just joking. We're going to put it in. Yeah. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you think you got something there, don't you?
Yeah, I got something right here. This is
you sure do.
This is legendary. Look, this is the Dad. This is the original.
You go ahead and brag all you want to.
This is the original, Dad.
It might be, but
debut Muscle Mania.
It ain't.
Muscle Mania. This is the original casting from 2017 Muscle Mania.
But it wasn't the first casting.
What do you mean it wasn't the hold up? Dad.
I'm telling you.
Dad, hold up.
I'm telling you.
Y'all, hold up, Dad. You're telling tell me this is.
They may have.
I'm putting my.
They may have done another. They may have done
another reverse on.
You might have done.
Back it up.
Yeah, you back that truck up because I'm telling you, that might have been a retool casting.
This is This is not a Dad. This is Muscle Mania. This is the original casting from 2017.
Okay, that's a hardtop.
Yeah, that's a hardtop.
But I have a 1968 Convertible.
Hold up. You have it.
Two of them.
You have it in your collection?
Yeah.
You never told me this.
You don't ask.
What do you mean I don't ask? Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, he just surprised me with this. I'm like pumped up right now. Yeah. Let me get this straight. And let's let our viewers know right now, all of our viewers, all our subscribers, all of our followers on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, all the people who comment to this show, to this channel. So you're telling me, and you're telling all of us that are listening right now
I'm telling
you have an original one.
I do.
Two of them.
Two of them.
Okay, so if y'all want to see the original two that he has, let's get up to 200 subscribers on this show. And we promise you. And they're back, what, from the 1960s?
Yeah, right when they started making them.
Okay, so right when they started making them. Dad has two original 67 Pontiac Firebirds.
They put out the Camaro.
Oh my goodness.
And then they put out the Firebird.
For real?
I ain't kidding you. I do. I got it right there.
Okay, so let's hit 200 subscribers.
I know where they are.
Hey, share this show with your friends, your family, because I've never seen these either, so this is going to be new for me too. I want to see these, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see these.
I think
so subscribe. Leave a comment, share. And look, if we get up to 200 subscribers on YouTube, we will show you. Oh, and by the way, we're at 29,000 views on Twitter. Okay, incredible. With 33 followers. Thank you for all of our followers. Let's get up to 40 followers, and we will show you Dad's two original castings of. And you said, what, they're convertibles?
Yeah, they're actually the 1967 Firebird.
Oh, my God.
One of them I did a little custom work on.
So you even did some custom work on it?
Yeah, and one of them's got the original wheels and everything on it. So.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all have to subscribe. I'm telling you right now. He even did some custom work on one. Oh, my goodness. Y'all got to subscribe. If we get up to 200 subscribers, we're going to show you this. But right now, this right here is the original Hot Wheels Custom 67 Pontiac Firebird debut was Muscle Mania! Yeah! This is the original casting from 2007, produced from 2017 till now. The designer of this car, which is legendary, what are you laughing at?
Never mind, just keep
What are you laughing at?
You're doing fine.
No, you're over there smiling. You're over there smiling. You're over there laughing.
No,
what are you laughing at?
Anytime I can pull one on you, that's it.
Don't worry. Hey, I've got one of them pulling you on the next show.
Yeah, I'm going to show you that thing, boy.
Designer was Brendan Vatuski. How cool is that? Brendan, thank you for designing this incredible, iconic, legendary automobile. This casting. Color is an unpainted. Tempos are a black circle on sides. Right there. Windows are a tinted blue, and the interior is black. Wow, this is incredible.
Beautiful car.
Beautiful. And so let's put these right. So there's the original one, and there's the original one. There's a satin chrome one.
There it is.
How cool is that? Right there. Now, the last one we got to show you here tonight is incredible. Dad, this is a final run. Final run. This is the last produced.
That means finale.
Of this casting.
That means finale.
Finale, right here. Here it is. Wow. Let us know what you think. The Hot Wheels Final Run Lamborghini. Hot Wheels Final Run. I think I said that wrong, Dad.
Yeah, I think you did.
Hot Wheels Final Run Lamborghini Diablo.
Yeah.
Wow. We do have the original of this. If you notice, the original was just a plain red with a beige interior. We have the original of this. We got to find it in our archives, but we do have the original of this. Dad, I'll tell you this. We have had an incredible show today, a legendary show, and
We always have a legendary show.
Yes.
That's what it's all about, being legendary.
Yes, especially when you show us some Firebirds that I didn't know nothing about.
There you go.
But this is going to be really cool. Dad, I want to take a moment, and we have new subscribers, new viewers, and every single subscriber we have on this show, every single viewer we have on this show, whether on YouTube, every single follower, every single viewer we have on Twitter, every single follower and viewer we have on Facebook, every single one of them are legendary. We
feel very blessed. We feel very humbled, but we just thank y'all so much for allowing us to be a part of your day. And man, we sure are glad to have you be a part of ours. Yes. Anytime y'all want to come and join in, we just enjoy it so much.
Y'all, we bring you these shows week after week because it's an honor to bring you to them. It's an honor. We are honored to bring you these shows. It's a privilege for us to bring you these shows because we've been collecting since the 60s until now. And I'm excited for what 2020 has to offer. And I'm excited. I'm pumped up where Hot Wheels and Matchbox is going, and we're M2s and Johnny Lightnings and Signature Models and American Muscle. I'm excited to where they're going also, and Mahistos and all kind of stuff. Got some new castings coming out. We just want to thank every one of you and show appreciation to every one of you for what you do.
Yes, we do, and we just we're so grateful.
Yes.
Grateful that you just take time to come and be with us on the show. We really enjoy it so much, y'all being with us.
And this show every week is dedicated to each and every one of you, and also to all the die-cast makers behind the scenes that create and mold these die-casts and put these parts together. You are legendary, and this show every single week is dedicated to you.
It would not be possible if it didn't have viewers like you guys and the people who produce these diecasts. This show would not be possible. So we thank y'all so much.
And let us know what you think of which is your favorite casting in this collection we've shown you today. Also, before we end, you see the box of Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Mahistos to the right of your screen. We will be getting the stats to these this next month. So let you know, and we're only going to be doing 6 at a time. So just let you know that through next month, we're going to be getting stats 6 at a time in the box. And Dad's still got a little grin on his face over there. Thank y'all very much for what y'all do. Y'all are legendary. And hey, like I said, let's reach 200 subscribers, and we will show you Dad's 2 original 67 Pontiac Convertible Firebirds from the 1960s. Subscribe, share. Thank y'all for what you do. Hit the notification bell. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. We have an incredible lineup show coming for y'all in this next show you don't want to miss. Thank y'all for what y'all do, and keep being legendary.